all. Dune Lady back here in the deep third act. We are seeing the Fremen come upon the Emperor, and in my last video, I missed the penultimate scene in the movie, which was one that had my jaw dropped. Face melting, amazing. Oh, the payoff, the release, the chills, it was amazing. The music, it was the Fremen riding the worms into battle. Now, if you've seen Denis Villeneuve's other films, you know that he is a master of monsters and, well, aliens. I mean, I've seen the most breathtaking display of alien life in Denis films, and these worms did not disappoint. They are amazing. Amazing. I mean, they feel real. I feel like we have space travel and we have other galaxies and we have a planet that we could go to that if we were there, we would be able to study, look, see, feel, touch these sandworms. Truly, truly amazing. So, I am humiliated that I somehow skipped over that part. So I really needed to fangirl about that because, wow, that was a really amazing scene. Also, a detail that I really liked was the sigils and the flags that were raised going into battle. I thought that was really, really cool. Especially the detail that both representations, the Harkonnens and the Atreides, did not have the same types of flags. So the Harkonnens' flags kind of reminded me of medieval, Dark Ages, very, very long and pointed flags. And the Atreides had a standard rectangular flag with their sigil on it. So I really loved seeing that. That was just a true to life detail and so cool. I also feel like it was very iconic in a way that will be represented in art, which is something that has been missing from the Dune property. There hasn't been much merchandise released, so there has been no iconography that's easy to buy and recognize. So now I feel like there's a lot of stuff from these movies that can be shown in tattoos and artwork on different platforms, and I can't wait to see what creative minds put together to show their love for Dune. That is very exciting to me. So back to where I left off, which is we are about to have a showdown between Paul and Feyd-Rautha. They just greeted each other. Hello, cousin. You're formidable. Feyd is deriving a lot of pleasure from this. A lot. Paul is focused. He wants to exact his revenge. So we are watching them go about it. This is it. The choreography on this fight scene was incredible. Incredible. I can tell that both of these actors put so much practice into these. And I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I don't think there were any stunt doubles. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I really think that was them doing all of this, which was very, very impressive. It shows the dedication of the actors to these roles. So we see a fantastic fight. There are very high stakes here. They're toe to toe. At one point, I definitely thought that Paul had Fade. At another point, I thought for sure that Fade had Paul. We get to the end of the fight, and we've already seen Paul stabbed. He loses his knife. This could be it. We could see it happen. We also know that Fade has been tested by the Bene Gesserit, and he passed that Gom Jabbar test. So he is potentially the Kwisatz Haderach. So the Bene Gesserit and the Emperor and the houses who back the Harkonnens have some pretty high stakes riding on the success of Fade in this fight. And they've also seen Fade win a very high stakes fight with a formidable Atreides fighter. So we don't really know what's going to happen. And we see Paul get stabbed, and he loses his knife, and we think that it's over for him. Fade gets his knife out, says his goodbyes, puts his knife through Paul's shoulder. And they are so close that again we get this weird sexual nature to things, which I think that the Harkonnens get off on. They like people feeling uncomfortable. So, they're so close to each other, they can almost kiss. They're nose to nose. And there's this like taunting together. Like all he has to do is smooch and they kissed, So it's off-putting and gross. And then we see it's actually Fade that goes down. So it's a killing blow. Paul must get him in a vital organ that takes him down immediately. And we not only see Fade's character go down and very quickly lose his life, but he has a smile on his face. He is deriving actual pleasure from this fight. And he lost in a fair fight. And I think he died happy, which is weird, but in a way, very, very true to his character. So now we have seen the failure of House Harkonnen. They are no more. As the Atreides, we thought were no more, but we have Paul, and not only that, we have a fetus that Jessica is carrying that has also been saturated with the spice essence. So we have a fetus who is already a reverend mother and has had all of their genetic memories unlocked. So very interesting there. So what comes next? We have a proposition. Paul has already a couple times at this point told Johnny that he's going to do what needs to be done. And it hurts him a lot. But the only way that he sees to take control is to gain the throne and the name of the emperor. So he needs to take that away from the emperor. And the way that he's going to do that is by taking Irulan's hand in marriage. So he proposes that. That is accepted by all parties. And Chani is so stunned that you actually see her character taken back. Like, what just happened? And you feel that. You feel that. That was a very powerful, that was some very powerful acting from Zendaya. Because you felt it. You felt that hurt and a betrayal. So there's a moment to take that in. And from there, it's agreed upon. Paul is going to be the emperor, and he's going to take Irulan as his bride. And everyone kneels. Everyone kneels except for the women in the room. Irulan, as a powerful wife, does not kneel to her man, and neither does Chani. Not only does she not believe in Paul really as the Messiah, as the Lisan al-Gaib, she feels betrayed, and she's not going to bow down to that man that stands before her. He promised her that as long as he breathes, he will be hers. And he just broke that promise to her. So she walks out on him. And he knows what he's done. So I think that Paul might have a little bit of a speech after that. I am kind of... I think I missed something. We didn't actually see the Beast Raban go down. And I think it might have been right before the Fremen blew into the ship that the Emperor was in that we see Gurney Halleck running down Beast Raban and putting a knife in him. That was satisfying. Not only did we see him as an ineffectual leader, incompetent, and a coward, we now see him get exterminated, the same as they tried to do to the Atreides. So, satisfying, sad, a lot of feelings there. All of these characters wrapping up. Jessica got her wish, which was, I think, her ticket off the planet. Her son is the Kwisatz Haderach. Her son is now the Emperor, and he is being worshipped as a god by millions of people. So there's a lot that's about to happen, and that's where the next installment comes in. I believe that Dune Part 3 was greenlit not too long ago. So my guess is that a script is in the works. There's going to be a time lapse there. So it's okay for these characters to age up a little bit for the first two books because they were back to back. And I shouldn't just say the first two books, but these two movies. The second one picked up immediately after the first one, so we did not want the characters to look like they aged. In the next film, we will see some years pass and we'll be in a little bit of a different spot. I am hyped for that. I'm okay with waiting for a couple years for that to happen, though. We have a lot to take in that just happened. So much to talk about. I'm definitely going to keep these videos coming. Like and subscribe if you can. I need a certain amount of subscribers to unlock some other features, like being able to monetize these videos and being able to go live. So if you can and share and get the word out, I would appreciate it so much. And I will be doing some more short form videos on TikTok that are not just about the Dune properties, but also about sci-fi at large and technology. So feel free to find me over there. I am Dune Lady or JTR Got You. So yeah, follow me if you can, and I will pick up and wrap up this video series. Thanks so much for sticking with me. Bye.